I'm going to explain about one of the most important part of cooperating society, that is known as deposit schemes or plan management. Any cooperative society software, when they start online using cooperative society software for managing their small banks, they need to create deposit schemes or plan management. There are different kinds of deposit schemes. It depends on society, what are they providing to their members. So in this video, my main purpose is to explain about the deposit schemes, what are various deposit schemes, how they are going to help to members, which deposit schemes is used in what conditions, and when one should choose. It depends on individual member requirement. So before proceeding further, let me also explain a little bit about SNS System Private Limited. This company is in software development on web-based technology. Also, they have product called Cooperative Society Software. They have also very good client base in India, in every region, north, south, east. There are various societies, they are using SNS Cooperative Society software. So in this video, I'm just taking as a reference point of SNS Cooperative Society software. These are the general schemes which normally every society supports. It depends on also requirement wise. So now let me just open what are various deposit schemes this SNS Cooperative Society software supports. I'm going to explain each one by one in detail. So this plan type, one is known as regular installment plan, or people also call it as recurring deposit. If you talk in terms of the bank, that is called RD. So in this recurring regular installment plan, member opt when they want to deposit particular amount at a particular interval period regularly, like monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly. It depends on the individual choice, and also what amount they want at regular interval. So RD is where one want to give some amount at particular interval. So this is about the RD. This is the form which is used to create this plan. This is the generic form. Most of the fields are common for all the plans except few which are particular for particular plan. Like for recurring deposit, these fields are getting used monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly. Might not require for the fixed deposit. That is just one time activity. So in regular installment plan, as I described this one, year of plan for how many years they wanted, how many months, what is interval amount, and blah blah. These are for the admin activity which I am going to talk about at the last. Now second plan called as FD, fixed deposit. In this plan, member just need to give certain amount one time for a certain period, not regularly, not frequently. So they give some lump sum amount one time for a certain period of time. Once that period of time elapses, mature, then they will get the return with the interest. And there may be various schemes which individual company provides for certain period, maybe different rate of interest. So that is a different part. But this is the about deposit scheme, fixed deposit, where member want to give certain amount for a certain years just for one time and will get back after maturity of that. One is also daily deposit scheme, where some members feel comfortable. This is okay, it's better to give some little bit amount every day rather than to collect and give at one time, monthly, quarterly, and so daily deposit schemes, daily that agent will come and will collect the amount from the member, whatever amount as per their convenience. That's what they selected interval amount. Then again, these fields are common: year of plan, month of plan. So in daily deposit scheme, it's pretty simple. Every day they are going to deposit whatever amount. It could be flexible. It at or it could be fixed. It depends on the member and scheme that we can define. But it should be in a that minimum unit and what is the unit amount, multiple of that. Let's say unit amount is 100, then what minimum unit if 2, then they have to give minimum 200 or more 200. But minimum 200 must need to deposit every day. Beyond that, it depends on the member convenience. So in daily deposit schemes, and if member opted, they can deposit any amount in term keeping in mind minimum amount they need to deposit or beyond minimum. These fields as common: year of plan, month of plan. Now next is called regular return plan. Regular return plan where people deposit amount and they will get interest every month regularly, month by month, not on maturity like it happened on FD and recurring deposit. Once it get mature in FD and recurring, they get amount plus in whole interest of the whole period. While in this regular return plan, the amount they have deposited every month, interest will get calculated. Whatever it comes, they will get return back of that. So that is called regular return plan. It does not depend on the maturity. Obviously, once it will get mature and they want to close the account, then it will get calculated how much it still need to give. So that amount plus interest will get back to the member. But main characteristic of this plan is they are getting interest every month on the deposited amount. That is the main feature and main differentiation from the other plan. Next is pension plan. In pension plan, member deposit lump sum amount at one time. After deposit, there will be a silent period of 5 years. Silent period 5 years means they will not get back any amount, any interest. They also don't need to deposit anything. Once that period get mature, then they will get a return as a pension. On the deposited amount, it depends on the rate of interest. Interest will get calculated, then company will provide some part of capital and some part of interest to the member as a pension. So in pension plan, once deposit, there will be some silent period, maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years, like that. And after that, they will get returned back as a pension of their deposited amount. So pension plan is useful when people deposit in early stages of life and they want it in older age, so they don't need to worry. For them, it's really useful for that. Bond. Bond is a something very special kind of deposit scheme. It's a pretty straightforward. It's kind of, let's say, whatever one time only you have to deposit. Only one time you have to deposit, and after certain period of certain years, your amount will get double. In FD, also member deposit one time, but there is a FD is different that you can have for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and there will be a different rate of interest. Once that period get mature, then you will get your capital plus interest depend on the ROI. Rather in bond, it just amount get double in certain period, maybe 6 years or 7 years, depend on how cooperative society company provide these schemes. So that's why this called as bond. Very special kind of deposit schemes. And saving. Saving is as usual simple like a saving account as we open in any bank. As I say, any bank, when we open our saving account like that, you are opening a saving account. That is pretty straightforward works. You can deposit any amount any time. You can withdraw as per your convenient. So that's like a pretty similar whatever works in a bank in saving. So you can say this, you have the saving account in your cooperative society. So these are the plan, these are the some general plan which normally every cooperative society supports and they provide in their software, what I described here. I have taken as a reference point of SNS system, cooperative society software. They are providing these deposit schemes, regular installment plan, fixed deposit, daily deposit scheme, regular return plan, pension plan, bond, saving. Around 6 to 7 deposit schemes of plan management for their management. So, so far I have described brief about each plans and their how they differ from each other, what are their special characteristics. Regular installment, I am just again summarizing. Regular installment is simply is regularly you are depositing depend on your convenient frequency, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly. Fixed deposit just one time, daily, every time, every day, sorry, every day. And a regular return plan is related to that you are getting the return monthly on your deposited amount. Pension plan, you will deposit once, there will be a some gap where no activity will happen, then after certain years you will get capital plus interest some part as a pension. Bond is a very special kind of where your amount get double in a certain years, and saving is a pretty simple saving account. Now we got an idea of these deposit schemes. So when any company uses the software, first thing as a system, they create these deposit schemes in the system. Then when any member is going to join cooperative society, they will have provide these details to their members. We have these kind of schemes. Now it depends on member requirement, member convenient, what scheme suits to individual, they go for it. They may go for one or different schemes. It depends on the individual member. So how system create these plans in this particular software, this process may differ from one software to another software. So this is just for the understanding how companies really operate their system and create different schemes using cooperative society software. This is just useful for the admin, not for the member. For member is just good enough. What are the different deposit schemes any software, any cooperative society provide, that is good enough. So just a brief about how we can create these different plan types. Most of the fields are common across all the plans except few ones. So let's say fixed deposit, we have opted fixed deposit. This is just you are creating plan name for your system only. It's nothing related for outside the system. Amount, year of plan, what, how many years, you want fixed deposit, how many months, and this is just for system usage. They create the scheme ID. Here we are giving the plan name. And unit, when you decide whatever unit amount in society software, normally they take as a reference point some unit amount, let's say 200 rupees 1 unit. So they calculated each one in terms of the unit, and they also at that point decide what should be the rate of interest. And there also one more thing for senior citizen, rate of interest. So according to that period and amount, it will calculate the maturity amount. This is just all for the system internal. So these all fields are quite common for each plan. Only regular installment plan, we have one more like this, how frequently they want to deposit. We have monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, that's it. Otherwise, other all fields are pretty common. Compounding interval, how frequently they want, we are providing that interest is going to be compound. Same daily deposit is nothing much, all fields are same. So this is just how admin is going to create various different schemes. That's it. We already have many deposit schemes created. Like for regular installment plan, we already create these three plans. Plan name, minimum unit, and period. It depend on the period, then ROI decided, and like that. For fixed deposit, also some of schemes already created, and daily deposit, there is not has been created even a single one. So a saving account. So main purpose of to explain about deposit scheme, I hope it might help for the new individual person Who doesn't know about what all these deposit schemes of plan management in any cooperative society software? I hope this video will help, and if you have any further question, please contact us snssysteminfo at snssystem.com. Thank you very much.